Hi there, so I'm back in the studio and today I'm going to show you how I shoot one of my favourite and possibly one of my simplest studio sets. All we need is a black wall, which we've got over here. Simple household black emulsion, and that gives us a nice sheen from the light source over here, a little bit of reflection while still retaining that kind of deep black that we really want. Got a light source behind me here, just one single light source. I've got a honeycomb grid on here. That honeycomb grid is really going to help us out because I'm going to be shooting from basically over that direction where the video camera is at the moment, and we're going to be shooting directly into the light source, so we could get a lot of lens flare what have you as we're looking into that light source. So that honeycomb grid is really going to help us eliminate that lens flare. Okay, so I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and get our model and start shooting. Okay, so here we are against our black wall with our wonderful model Jazz, and we're going to be shooting some beautiful kind of low-key, high contrast art nude and lingerie images against the wall here. When I'm talking about lighting, I like to use the clock system to explain where all the lights are and where everybody is. So I'm going to imagine that this wall is a line running through the center of the clock with 6 o'clock being at that end. Jazz is in the center of the clock and we're at 12 o'clock down at the far corner. So over here we've got our light which is around about the kind of 1 o'clock position, and I'm going to be taking pictures from around about the 4 or 5 o'clock position just down there. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let's take some pictures. Okay, so here we go, just lift the chin up for me and a little arch back. What we're looking for here is to see that reflected light on the wall, which is going to give us that lovely separation between the wall and the model's back there. So just do one more. That's really beautiful, Jazz. That's lovely. And chin up and close the eyes this time for me. 3, 4, and good. And you might notice I'm actually putting my hand across the lens here because I'm still getting that little bit of lens flare coming in. So I'm just using my hand as a little bit of an extra lens hood there. Okay, so we're just going to do one more here. So up until now I've been shooting from around about that 5 o'clock shooting position. I'm now going to show you what happens if I move around to maybe about the 4 or the 3 o'clock shooting position. We're going to see a lot more light on Jazz's body, and the contrast is going to be reduced, and the colour of her skin tone will also change because we're seeing that light source from a different perspective. Okay. Okay, so we've taken our softbox off now and I've replaced it with some barn doors, just with a little bit of diffusion paper in there as well. So that's going to give us a little bit of a harder light, some deeper shadows, some stronger highlights, and a bit more contrast overall in the image. So we're going to get Jazz into position and take some more images and show you how all that works.